My name is Anita Samuel, and I'm an associate professor at the Center for Health Professions Education with the Uniformed Services University. In this e-poster, on behalf of my team, I would like to present our Masters in Education HPE program that was designed around the principles of the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning. This 3-year program aims to equip healthcare professionals with the skills needed to conduct robust scholarship of teaching and learning. The opinions and assertions expressed in this presentation are those of the authors and do not reflect the official policy or position of the Uniformed Services University, the Department of Defense, or the Henry M. Jackson Foundation for Military Medicine. The authors also declare that they have no conflicts of interest to report. Healthcare professionals regularly engage in activities such as teaching, curriculum development, assessment, mentoring, and educational leadership. However, educational institutions themselves have not encouraged SOTL through consistently underfunding SOTL-based projects and failing to raise the awareness of the value and role of SOTL. Therefore, healthcare professionals need guidance on how to participate more robustly in SOTL projects and how to disseminate them more effectively. Center for Health Professions Education in the Uniformed Services University, we launched a 3-year MED HPE program in 2022. This program was focused on SOTL, and therefore it was also designed around SOTL principles. The Masters in Education in HPE program at the Center for Health Professions Education is built on the principles of scholarship of teaching and learning. Therefore, it is guided by the 5 stages of SOTL. And in the first stage, MED learners begin by identifying an educational problem that they encounter within their personal contexts. Once the problem is identified, the learners then delve into the literature to understand the conceptual and theoretical framework of the problem they are dealing with and identifying appropriate gaps within the literature. In the next stage, the learners develop a clear implementation plan and then implement the intervention in their context. Following implementation, they evaluate the effectiveness of the intervention and finally disseminate their findings in a peer-reviewed forum. By leading learners through the complete life cycle of a SOTL project, our program aims to transform learners into scholars of teaching by training them to pursue literature-informed, rigorous methodological inquiry that results in a peer-reviewed dissemination. Logistically, our MED program begins with 2 workshop courses that are aimed to guide the learners through the different sections of the MED thesis proposal. In these courses, learners present their draft proposals and receive peer and faculty feedback. They work their way through the proposal section by section, receiving feedback at every step along the process. The next stage is once the proposal has taken shape, the learners are assigned project advisors who then provide individual support to the learners. With the assistance assistance of the project advisors, the learners then develop their proposal and refine it to submit it for approval. Once the proposal is approved, learners then move into the implementation phase of their project. During this phase, they meet regularly with their project advisors who track their progress in the intervention implementation. The advisors provide expert advice and guidance on the implementation of the intervention. They also help to review the evaluation and provide guidance for the learners on aspects of the process that they might have overlooked. Finally, after evaluation is completed, the learners then prepare to disseminate their findings in a peer-reviewed forum. The dissemination is followed by the completion of an MED HPE thesis, which leads to the thesis defense, where learners present their project and defend it in their thesis defense. Over the last year and a half, the MED program has proved to be very popular. And in the course of this very short time, we have already acquired 26 learners. We have one graduate from the program. 89% of the projects that our learners are involved in are related to curriculum development at various stages. For example, some learners focus on needs assessment, while others develop educational interventions and conduct workshops or provide asynchronous online learning modules. 7% of the projects have related to assessment, where learners have developed assessment tools for various contexts. And finally, 4% of our projects have related to leadership. Our 27 MED learners are working on projects that involve a variety of healthcare professionals, to include residents, medical students, initial care clinicians, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, etc. And a number of dissemination venues have been identified. For example, MedEd Portal, the Physician Assistant Education Association Annual Conference, other conferences such as the National Society of Teachers in Family Medicine, and annual meetings of different societies such as the Society of Adolescent Health and Medicine. Learners select dissemination venues that are related to the topic area that they are working on. Initial feedback on the program has been very positive. Specifically, the support that the learners receive from the instructors in terms of instructor presence and feedback for their project proposals, and the support that they receive from instructors throughout the project development have been acknowledged. Learners also appreciated the ability to present their ideas to peers and receive feedback from their peers and faculty. As we move forward, we will be evaluating our program further, specifically with our current learners as they graduate, and we will be looking at their responses to the project implementation process, their thesis development and defense as well. Thank you for spending a few minutes getting to know our program. We are always excited to talk more about our program, and you can contact me at my email address or my Twitter handle. Thank you, and we hope you have a great conference.